All right. Good day to everyone, to all of my thousands of followers and connections on LinkedIn. Finally, we're on LinkedIn Live. And yours truly is really very happy that finally LinkedIn has already approved our request to be able to stream live our content here on LinkedIn. And just to share with you guys that this is happening simultaneously on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/, mentor Myron Santa Ana. I guess I have to start this by introducing myself first because I cannot assume that everybody already knows me here. Okay, so my name is Myron Santa Ana, and I'm from the Philippines. And I'm called Mentor Myron Santa Ana here in the Philippines. That's my branding. And personally, I'd rather be called as a mentor because it's really my passion and purpose to be able to escort everybody to success. So whatever your personal definition of success here, I'm going to accompany you there. I'm going to try my very best to educate you. I call these the E's to success. I want to try my best to educate you, equip you, encourage you, engage you, entertain you, empower you, and of course, exemplify. And that's how I can escort you to success. And before anything else, I just want to make sure that we can be seen here. If there's any concern, like I cannot be viewed or watched and heard or listened to on LinkedIn, just let me know. Just type in your responses in the comment section or portion of LinkedIn. And on YouTube, if you guys are already there, right? Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting me and welcome to our live stream. And going back, yep, my name is Mentor Myron Santa Ana. I'm a professional, motivational, inspirational, and resource speaker, corporate trainer, team building facilitator, life coach, and consultant on business and learning and development. I am the founder and CEO, and I call my CEO Chief Entertainment Officer. And later on, I'm going to explain to you what entertainment is and what it's all about. So I'm the CEO, which stands for Chief Entertainment Officer of MSS Business Solutions. MSS is basically my initials, Myron Solde, with my middle name, Santa Ana Business Solutions. So we are an HR services company. We provide services that cover business and HR management. So we have learning and development, we have talent acquisition or recruitment, we have compensation and benefits administration, we have labor laws, employee relations, etc. Right? So we encompass all of the HR functions. So name a service that you guys would like to avail of from external providers. We can provide that for you. You can outsource those to us. And at the same time, although this is not a separate company, this is just part or an arm of MSS Business Solutions. I'm also the managing partner and chief trainer, consultant, and speaker of Thought Leaders Philippines. It's the trainer, speakers, and consultants bureau arm of MSS Business Solutions. So this part of the business is in the business of supplying trainers, speakers, and consultants to different companies depending on the area of expertise they're looking for. And at the same time, I'm also the founder and current chairman of the board. So I'm going to be a 3-year chairman of the board of the Philippine Advocates for Consultants and Trainers Incorporated, or as how we call it, PACT. So PACT is a professional association, network, community, society, and advocacy group of both aspiring, new, and seasoned or veteran corporate trainers, consultants, and life coaches in the Philippines. And I also have some businesses on the side. One is that we are a maker and a seller of gourmet tuyo flakes. Okay, so that's a type of fish that we can eat. And then I'm also into protective solutions. Protective solutions, any COVID-related products to ensure that we are protected. We supply those to all types of companies. And I'm also the owner of Santa Ana Woodworking. So it's in woodworks. So doors, gyms, and all that. So yeah, I am a motivational speaker, trainer, consultant, and entrepreneur at the same time. So, welcome to the pilot episode of I call this. I'm not sure if this is going to be like a consequence regarding copyright issues with LinkedIn, but well, in case they would have an issue like that, let's just cross the bridge when we get there. So I entitled this weekly live stream show as LinkedIn Inspiration because I really desire this to be a weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and excellence for all of my connections and followers here on LinkedIn. And because this is our pilot episode, the very first episode of LinkedIn Inspiration, I want to put my best foot forward. All right, so that we can attract a lot of followers, and of course they would consider all of our contents as value adding to their life in general, to their work if they're an employee, or to their business or venture if they're an entrepreneur. And just to share with you guys, I'm really very lucky, and I really thank the people behind this initiative to be named as one of the top Filipinos to follow on LinkedIn back in 2019. So I have yet to be recognized again regarding that. So consider as well that this is one of my efforts to ensure that we're still able to make authentic impact in the lives of those who follow us here on LinkedIn. Okay, so what are we gonna talk about, right? What are we gonna talk about at this point? Well, because this is about inspiration, motivation, and excellence. So I wanna revolve around inspiration and motivation first. I'm pretty sure that my followers here on LinkedIn come from different countries, and of course, each country already has a different status quo or situation regarding this ongoing global threat called COVID-19, right? This pandemic that we're all going through. So it's really very hard for me to relate this weekly dose of inspiration, motivation to all of our situations. So forgive me in advance if I would be talking from the perspective of somebody who's living in the Philippines, right? But as far as the situation in our country is concerned, there are several things. If you're just going to look at the bright side, there are several things that we can appreciate or say thank you for. And I want to focus on such topics instead. Like right now, even before I went live, I was going over some news, and if I could just switch to that tab here, there you go. So when I look at the news, right, there are several things that we can be very thankful for, right? Like this one, it says here that the Department of Health, this is one of our departments that's in charge of health concerns in the country. Okay, says here that DOH records below 1,000 COVID-19 cases for 9 straight days, and that's really some progress right there. Because for a long time, ever since this COVID-19 first surprises, that the daily cases of COVID-19 patients, all right, had always been more than 1,000. So to know that for the last 9 days, 9 straight days, so that includes weekends, okay, that DOH has only been able to detect 1,000 cases, or rather below 1,000 cases, then wow, right? We're making some progress here. We are really, well, of course, this is already new normal, and it's going to be like permanent or long term, right? But we are already inching our way back to the times before this pandemic struck us. So this is something we should be very happy about. So kudos to the government, and that's something we have to give ourselves a big round of applause for. Okay. Okay. So that's number one, and then it says here. All right. Okay. I'm just reading the news headline here. All right. It says here, Metro Manila now at very low risk for COVID-19. So for those who don't know, or those who live outside of the Philippines here, my foreigner friends here, okay, Metro Manila is like the capital province, so to speak. It's different from Manila City, okay? Manila City is part of Metro Manila. So it's a province. Manila is a city, okay? So Metro Manila being like the core or capital province of the Philippines, now at very low risk for COVID-19. because this is really very this is something, okay? Because for the longest time since the pandemic struck us, Metro Manila had always been a hot spot, all right, like a critical area for COVID-19. So to know that now we are regarded as very low risk, that's another thing we should be very happy about. So very big round of applause for that. All right. Next, there's another news here that I can see. It says here DOH. Okay, let's skip this part right here. All right. So here I can see two separate news where it says that some major cities here in Metro Manila are already conducting dry runs of face-to-face classes, right? So they're already introducing face-to-face classes at schools where it's reported that there are really low cases of COVID-19. So there's one in Taguig City. This is a city in Metro Manila, and there's another one. There's another news here in Marikina City, right? It says here that two Marikina City schools ready for face-to-face classes. And once again, that's really a very big deal because Marikina and Taguig cities are part of Metro Manila. And like what I said earlier, before, all right, Metro Manila had been tagged as a seriously, critically high risk for COVID-19. All right. And another last great news that I'm going to share with you guys would be this. Philippines has fourth highest daily COVID-19 vaccine rate globally. This is not just in Southeast Asia or Asia. This is globally. Fourth highest daily COVID-19 vaccine rate. All right. So this is not about me stressing that, because I'm not really a very political person. So this is not really about me trying to make it sound and appear to you guys that we need to like praise the government for its efforts. Of course, they have a part in this, right? But this is more about me stressing the point that if we're a very optimistic person, yeah, there's nothing really good about this pandemic. No matter how you look at it, wherever or from whichever angle you look at it, all right, it's really bad in every sense of the word, right? But if you want to continue to be successful and make things happen around you, all right, you guys might be thinking this is already cliche, right? But what else is there for us to say, think of, and do, right? There's nothing else to say, but we have to remain optimistic. We have to remain positive. We have to look at the bright side. We have to appreciate the good things that are happening much more than we notice the bad things that are happening, right? And that's how we move on in life. That's how we move on in life. If we are always problematic, it's really very hard for us to think straight, correct? It's really very hard for us to think of solutions that will help us, let's say, keep our business afloat, right? Ensure that it's still profitable or it can still be more profitable, right? It's really very hard for us to spot opportunities that will make us really achieve something at work or in life in general, right? So what else is there to think of, say, or do? Nothing else. So, yep, this is cliche. A lot of people would always tell you this, but let me reiterate. Optimism and positivity are the things that we need so that we can align ourselves, right, and adapt to this new normal situation. So once again, to everybody who's concerned, really, good job for all of these great news that we're aware of now, that we're knowing about, we're seeing all over the news. That's really something we have to say thank you for. Okay, so this is about weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, excellence. So hopefully, all right, such news that you hear from me would make you guys think that hey, there's really hope out there, right? That yeah, this is still going to be going on for much further time, but we can still make things happen, right? We can continue to go on with our lives, right? But of course, we also have to acknowledge the fact that there are still struggles, right? And I'm not going to be shy or embarrassed to say that in our industry, the training, speaking, consulting, and coaching industry, okay, there are still some struggles, right? We all want to go back to being able to deliver our services face to face, right? We like it more that way. We believe we're more effective that way, right? But what can we do? What can we do, right? Dwelling in problems will not help us at all. So because, right, it's really very hard when you're in an industry like this, right? Because if you cannot inspire yourself, you cannot inspire others. If you're unable to motivate yourself, you're not able to motivate others, right? So really the expectation is there. Okay, so because we're branded as inspirational and motivational speakers, we have to apply what we're teaching others to ourselves, right? So the very moment that it started, that our industry was struggling, okay, so we needed to pivot right away. We needed to think of strategies that we had to resort to back then. So from the usual way of delivering our services face to face or in person or on site. All right. So what did we do? Nothing else but translate or convert our services to their digital counterparts or do everything online. Right. It's as simple as that. Okay. And even other companies, we know about it, right? We read about them, right? We watch them over the news on TV, right? That some companies had already closed, right? Because they were no longer profitable. Their businesses were heavily reliant on face-to-face customer interaction. The customers are there physically, right, in their establishments. But because of this pandemic, they needed to close down. They couldn't sustain everything anymore. They couldn't pay for their employees' salaries anymore. They couldn't maintain their facilities anymore. They couldn't really continue paying for their utilities and other expenses anymore, right? So it's really sad, right? But like what we always say, when one door closes, we have to open another. Now, if there's no other door, we have to build one, right? It's as simple as that. And I really appreciate and I really commend those companies who, despite struggling, they were able to adjust right away, right? In this situation, I always refer to what I call the 3 A's of being able to surpass and still succeed in this new normal situation. What are these 3 A's? Number one would be anticipation. All right. Of course, in the beginning, okay, we couldn't do anticipation because really this COVID-19 thing caught us off guard, right? We weren't able to foresee it, right? It just surprised us. And we didn't have any choice but just to respond to it, react to it, right? But now that we because of science and other technologies, we're not able to better foresee or predict things, then make the most out of that opportunity. Leverage that in anticipating, right? Especially the negative things that could come our way. For example, this Omicron, I don't know how to say it really, okay? This new variant that was discovered by South African scientists, either discovered by South African scientists or discovered in South Africa, all right? Just one of the two, all right? So there's this new variant that's really scaring a lot of people, all right? That a lot of governments are really preparing for, okay? Their counterattack, their protective remedies or strategies, right? So this is the best time for us to anticipate and know how we're going to position ourselves, know what we should do to ensure that we all of our efforts, okay, are not put to waste, are not rendered futile, okay? So number one would be anticipation. Now, once you're able to anticipate things, we have to adjust right away, right? And I really appreciate a lot of companies who are requesting, webinars from us, like how to be productive or more productive in the new normal, right? What else? Employee productivity pivot in the new normal, right? And they're now taking advantage of new technologies that allow them to still be able to do their roles or functions at work, even though it's already like a work from home arrangement. So that's really good. So they're adjusting, right? That's the second A. But even though you've anticipated something, even though we've been trying to adjust, okay? The third A, there should still be some alignment somewhere. All right? So that's the third A, alignment. So we have to revisit our organizational vision, mission, and values and see whether they're still relevant because of this pandemic, because of this new normal thing, or we need to change them, or we need to add a little to them, all right? Or we need to improve them, okay? So that's what we mean when we say alignment. So we have to make sure that we're still aligned with our strategic directives, our goals and objectives. And of course, a lot of companies should also try to do a checkup on their employees and see whether this organization employee alignment is also aligned with their personal vision, mission, and values. Okay, I hope that we're on the same page as what I've been discussing to you so far. Okay, so there you go. So it's really number one about optimism or positivity, and number two would be these three A's: anticipation, adjustment, and alignment. All right. And I remember yesterday I conducted a webinar about employee productivity in the new normal. And I shared with them strategies that we can employ so that we become much more productive in the new normal, right? So one of the things that I discussed to them would be, it's how we treat problems. Do you view, regard, or see problems as problems? Or do you treat problems as opportunities? Right? What do I mean by that? No matter how you look at it, problems are going to remain problems. And problem, right, by definition, is really bad. It's negative. Nobody likes it. Nobody looks for one. Nobody expects one, right? But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, even if a problem comes your way, all right, just welcome it with open arms and tell the problem, you're just a problem. I am me, right? Like my name. You're just a problem. I am Mentor Myron, and you are not bigger than me. I'm bigger than you, right? You're not going to boss me around. I'm the boss of you, right? So by viewing problems as that, we are able to get past the fact that it's bad or negative, and we're able to see the opportunities instead that are either beneath it or behind it. If you get what I mean? Yep. Like if I could have an example for you. Yes, there were a handful of companies who struggled, right? Worst case situation, they closed. But on the other hand, some of these companies, they were able to pivot, or if not pivot, they were able to venture into a different business, right? Or they were able to introduce new ways of working, right? That somehow helped them to keep their business afloat, right? Okay, or turn things around. And that's exactly what we mean by anticipation, adjustment, and alignment, right? That's exactly what we mean by viewing a problem as an opportunity instead. So we have online selling, we have food and other stuff delivery, right? We have those who supply ergonomic tables and chairs for working from home, right? So see, these people, instead of dwelling on the problem, instead of focusing on the struggles, okay, they worked hard and smart to find opportunities instead. So where are they now? They're now earning twice or even much more than they used to. Okay. So applying their fate to our personal lives, that's exactly how we should regard things instead. Right? So do you view this pandemic, this new normal thing, as a nuisance that's really bothering you? Or maybe we have to change our mindset. No, it's not a nuisance. It's something new. So it's like we were just forced fast track to it, but we were going to go there anyways, right? This work home arrangement thing. There are even companies who are now going to make work from home arrangement a permanent thing for their employees, right? So pandemic is bad, yes, but on the other hand, okay, there's something that they would say thank you to the pandemic for, and that is introducing them to remote workplace, right? Or working from home, right? What else? Okay, treating each problem as an opportunity. See, I am just at the comfort of my home, but still I'm able to make authentic impact, and I don't even have to leave the house, right? So that's viewing, regarding, or treating problems as opportunity carriers instead. Maybe they're not directly opportunities, but they carry beneath them or behind them, all right, opportunities that we can take advantage of. And that's the thing. Okay? And then another thing that I discussed with them with regard to productivity would be, we have to appreciate and maximize communication and collaboration technologies. Because one of the things that are, well, a lot of business owners and even managers, company managers, okay, are criticizing working from home. So some of the things that are bothering them would be, okay, when my employees start to work from home, I'm not going to be able to monitor them as much as I could when they were still reporting to the office, right? Now, the biggest concern here is their productivity. Oh no, they're going to be distracted by their family members. They're going to be distracted by their pets. They're going to be distracted by their neighbors. So before, our concern was balancing work and life. Now work and life would coexist, right? Now it's going to be a big problem. So I think this all would cause for me to micromanage them because I don't trust them, right? I don't trust that they're going to be able to deliver the goods as productively as they were when they were still working on site or in the office, right? So that's exactly a mindset that we don't want to think with, all right, or to be like, okay? So we understand where companies and managers are coming from, right? They want to make sure that whatever salaries they're paying their employees or whatever benefits they're providing to these employees for them to enjoy are going back to the form of return on investment for the company. But don't worry about that, right? So all we need to do would be to leverage collaboration and communication technologies. If our concern is they may not be productive, then there are different monitoring tools and apps we can use there to ensure that they're really in front of their computer screens and doing something work related, not personal matters or family stuff, right? Now, when it comes to the worry that they're going to be distracted by, the background noises, they're the people they live with under one roof, okay, then it's just a matter of orienting them or reorienting them, right? To try to force separate work and life if they really want to be productive, okay? It's just about managing expectations, really. We don't need to antagonize each other, okay? What else? Now, some companies, okay, and I would understand where they're coming from, especially if they're at the micro or small level, right? They question right away the efficacy of purchasing, okay, or subscribing to collaboration and communication technologies. So we have enterprise level social networking, social media, what else? File sharing, document storage, or documents management, instant messaging, and emailing platforms, right? They question them right away. Oh, they're so expensive. All right, is there going to be a return on investment? Once again, we're being negative here, right? There's really going to be a return on investment, right? Because the situation forces us to work from home, and there's no other option but really to invest in them, right? Okay. See, we just have to continually equip our employees, right? There are some companies who, all right, they allow their employees to work from home. They invest in these collaboration and communication technologies, but they allow their employees to just use their personal internet, all right? And then complain that, hey, why are you always getting disconnected in our virtual meetings? Hey, why weren't you able to submit what you needed to submit on time? Right? Hey, why were you cutting in and out? You were blurry. Hey, why did you sound choppy? All right. That's because it's their personal internet. All right. And when they subscribe to it, right? When they subscribe to it, they only bought a certain plan that's going to work for like one or a few more people, but not for company usage, right? So I really admire those companies who, if not fully, partially subsidized, okay, their employees' monthly payment for their monthly recurrent internet and telephone fees. That's really great, right? I even admire more companies who it's okay. You're not going to be working from home onwards, right? It's okay. So upgrade your personal internet subscription to much higher than that, because really the works requirement is at least, let's say, up to 50 Mbps. So, okay. So are you done upgrading it? All right. So moving forward, you don't have to pay for your internet, because whether you're also using it for some personal concerns or not, right? You are using it for work related stuff. So we are going to fully subsidize it. We are going to pay for it, right? On your behalf. And equally, I admire companies who helped their employees set up. So from the office, okay, they pulled out the entire work set of their employees and brought them to be installed at their house, okay, which is really very good, right? From the computer screen to the keyboard to the mouse to the tower CPU, right? And there are even some companies who instructed their employees to buy your your ring light, buy your microphone, your USB microphone, buy an ergonomic table, buy an ergonomic chair. You don't have a telephone yet? Go ahead and get one. All right, and whatever else is needed to work from home. Okay, from my pocket? Well, at first from your pocket, but we're gonna reimburse everything. You're gonna be able to refund everything. Or better yet, no, no, no. The money's not gonna come from your pocket. All right, it's gonna come from us. We're gonna give it to you in advance. Wow, just wow, right? Very open-minded companies instead. They acknowledge and recognize the fact, right, that this pandemic, this whole pandemic situation is not going to be resolved very quickly, right? That this is not just going to take a few days, right? That even experts say that the time or moment that we go back to normal, right, like how things used to be, okay, it might take several years or even forever. I'm not scaring you, but there's a possibility, right? Might take forever. So instead of being in denial, right? Hey, from new normal, we're still gonna go back to the old normal. Hey, from work from home, we're still gonna go back to reporting to the office every single day and taking the public mode of transportation or using your personal vehicle, right? They've already started to acknowledge that. Nah, things are not gonna be the way they used to be anymore. I think it's gonna be permanently work from home. I think it's gonna be permanently virtual workplace. I think it's going to be permanently no need to take the public mode of transportation. Just stay at home, right? So because of that, right, it's now time to switch. It's now time to switch. All right, accept the fact. We just have to continue to educate, equip, and encourage our employees in the new normal situation, and that's really a great thing. Kudos to you guys. Thank you. Okay, I myself am a personal fan of this, right? And earlier, I shared that right now I'm working from home. This is one of the rooms in my house, all right? And I'm even thinking of already closing shop, like the brick and mortar establishment we have. I'm gonna close it for good and just stay here and have my business re-registered or renewed here using this address, right? Or maybe you can just take advantage of a virtual address, because really this is the new normal, right? Now, if you, my viewers, my watchers, my supporters, my followers over there are having a hard time seeing me or hearing me, or technically speaking, we're having some concerns here, then I'm just going to resolve them. If my current plan is not enough here at home, then I'm just going to upgrade them to a faster, more reliable plan. It's as simple as that. And just coordinate with my ISP to ensure that I'm 100%, or maybe at least between 90 and 100% up all the time, right? It's as simple as that. See, I believe I'm demonstrating it right now. I'm not dwelling on the problems. I'm focusing on the solutions, right? I am anticipating what the future has in store for us instead of living the past, right? Instead of like keeping myself buried in the present. I'm future oriented. I'm futuristic. Okay? Because the thing is about problems. Here's the thing about problems. If we are problematic about problems, instead of having just one problem we've been looking for a solution for, we're going to have two or more problems. What do I mean by that? Okay. First problem is the current problem, right? But because you are problematic about the problem, so you're making things worse, the second problem could be stress, pressure, depression, anxiety, frustration, or worse, even sickness. And really, do you want to go through all of that? I don't want to go through all of that. So instead of dwelling on the problem, being problematic about the problem, I'm just going to be solving the solution. I'm going to focus on the solution, not on the problem. Okay. So instead of criticizing these online communication and collaboration tools, I'm going to get the good out of the bad. I'm going to appreciate their excellent features, and I'm going to make sure that they work to my advantage. It's simple as that, right? And instead of whining, all right, instead of whining about this pandemic, this new normal inconveniences, I'm not going to whine. I'm going to win. I'm not going to cry, right? I'm going to have a battle cry, not cry, okay? So hopefully with the things I'm sharing with you right now, you're being linked inspired. And really, we need that. We need that. This weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and excellence. It doesn't really matter if you're an entrepreneur, you're a top executive, or you're a rank and file employee. All of us need to be inspired, motivated, and excel in whatever our endeavors are. Okay? So once again, guys, you are watching and listening to Mentor Myron Santana. I am the founder and CEO of MSS Business Solutions, an HR services company here in the Philippines. I'm a professional, inspirational, motivational speaker, corporate trainer, team building facilitator, life coach, and learning and development consultant. I am the founder and chairman of the board of the Philippine Advocates for Consultants and Trainers Incorporated, or PAC, a local Filipino association or community for aspiring new and seasoned corporate trainers and consultants of different areas of expertise. And I'm also a serial entrepreneur. And you're watching and listening to Linked Inspiration, your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and excellence. So if you guys are liking what you're seeing and hearing so far, please share this with your friends, with your family, with your relatives, with your coworkers or fellow business people, okay? And please help us, MSS Business Solutions, all right? That this content reaches a lot more, okay? Inside and outside of our country. Okay, let's make this viral, in other words, okay? Share this on Facebook, share this here on LinkedIn, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, share it on Pinterest, share it anywhere else, even in your instant messaging apps. Please share this, okay? We would really appreciate it, okay? Now, I'm also gonna share with you guys that moving forward, that this weekly LinkedIn Inspiration live stream show, it's not just gonna be me alone, right? Talking about new topic after topic after topic. No, look forward to it as well, that we're gonna be guesting, okay? We're going to be inviting local and international entrepreneurs who have succeeded in their areas of expertise or in their industries, all right, or in their interests. And we're also going to be inviting to join us here to help me inspire and help yourself get self-motivated, okay? Local and international fellows, right? Trainers, speakers, consultants, and coaches, even teachers, right? School teachers. So we're going to be inviting them. And personally, I'm very excited to listen to their personal stories of success. All right. One thing that you guys have to understand about success is that success is not just one type, that success is actually our personal definition of it. So success is not by definition just all about having lots of money, having really big mansions, having luxury cars, right? Being able to go to wherever you want to go, anytime you want to go there. No, right? No, it's not just about fame. It's not just about wealth. It's not just about money, okay? Success is our personal definition, all right? Simply put, for as long as you're happy, right? Even if you are not as rich as other people, even if you don't have many cars or a big house, okay? For as long as you are happy, you are satisfied, and you are contented where you are, who you are, and what situation you're in, right? We are successful, all right? So hopefully that is something you appreciate. Okay, but of course, even though we're saying that success is unique to us, it's our personal definition of it. Okay, let's not please use it as an excuse or an alibi to not, to not lift our self-imposed limitations and try to go places, to try to achieve something. Okay, like from being an employee, you can be an entrepreneur. From being a micro business owner, you can be a medium to big business owner, right? Even if you're already, you consider yourself advanced in age. I don't want to really use the word old, okay? Even if you're already in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or higher, okay? Whatever you aspired for when you were still young, at that point in your life or existence, you could still do it. You could still make it happen. You could still achieve it. All right. And you know what? This is what I always tell a lot of people, right? Don't be the first one to regret that we didn't pursue or we didn't do something. All right. For example, when we're thinking of something creative, okay? So when you discover or realize something creative or innovative, be the first one to do it, to apply it, to give it a try. All right. Don't wait for somebody else to try or own what could have been yours just because you were very hesitant. You were very wishy-washy about whether to do it or not. All right. So in life, if you want to become successful, you have to do it first and then just question it later. All right. Do it first, question it later. I always give this analogy to basketball, right? Okay. To basketball. Or what do I mean by that? You have to shoot first before you aim. All right. But of course, a lot are going to argue this, right? No, you have to aim first before you shoot. But what I mean by that really is you have to start it first. And then the aiming is, the questioning along the way, the discovering, rediscovering along the way, right? And you have to ask the question, why not what if? Because if you keep on asking yourself, what if, all right, it's okay to ask what if the things that follow what if would be positive things, like what if I try this? I could even earn much more money. What if I also introduce this? I think my customers or clients are going to appreciate more. It's okay if that is the kind of what if you're thinking of. But if the kind of what if you're thinking of is, what if I fail? What if I get rejected? What if I get embarrassed? Right? What if they don't believe in me? Right? What if they laugh at me? What if they turn me down? What if they shoot down my idea? But if those are the kinds of what ifs that you are thinking of, that's not going to help you at all, right? So instead of asking the question what if, ask the question why not. Always have to challenge yourself. Why not? This is something that has never been done before. I'm going to be the first, right? Why not? I think it's possible. I think it's going to become a hit. I think I could have jackpot with it. Why not? Right? It's always why not. Just to share with you guys, I'm not somebody who was born and raised in a well-to-do family. Okay, of course I'm not shy about this, but just to share, to prove a point. Okay, that I was born and raised in a, well, I will not say middle class. I will also not say poor. So somewhere in between. Okay, kind of family. But my father, all right, was already with our creator. Was been with our creator. Okay, was a carpenter, right? Not a woodworks business owner, a carpenter, right? An employee, okay, in a shop owned by somebody else. And then my mother was still, of course, with us. Okay, she's into selling, peddling, okay, vending ready to wear clothes. So a sidewalk vendor, in other words, okay, a market vendor. All right. And I graduated from a public or state university. I remember working as a student. I remember as early as high school, I was already working. I remember working as a construction, okay, employee, right? So I had been there and done that, right? But where am I now? This is not for me to like brag about this. What I'm just saying is that from nothing, I was able to achieve something. From a nobody, I became somebody. Of course, I can still achieve a lot more, right? I'm not ultra rich yet. Okay, I'm not there yet, but I'm just saying that I was able to make it possible, and that's because ever since I've always been someone who thinks that being successful is not just for the rich, those who have always been rich, right? That opportunities, okay, this is how good and kind God is, right? The moment God showered opportunities, right? He showered all of the opportunities upon all of us. He didn't choose. I will only shower opportunities for the rich, right? The poor will not get a single thing from me. No, right? So he equally distributed opportunities for all of us. And it's just up to you, up to all of us, whether we're going to pick up these scattered opportunities everywhere or just ignore them. So the thing with my story and my situation, I didn't just ignore the scattered opportunities. I took advantage of them, right? I didn't scare taking advantage of them. I just did them and just questioned later. I didn't even question anymore, right? I just tried to keep on improving myself. I just tried to keep on scavenging for more opportunities, all right? That will bring me and the people I love around me the happiness, the satisfaction, and the contentment I need. And hopefully you guys can replicate that too, right? There's nothing too late. If you guys know Colonel Sanders of KFC, right? If you would Google and read about his story, right? He was already old when he hit the jackpot, right? So he proved right there that it's not about age. Becoming successful is not even a race, like who gets there first, right? Who gets there the youngest or the earliest? No, right? Even if you're already in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or even much higher than that, all right? For as long as you can still do it, right? There's nothing too late. But of course, I still admire those who were able to put up their own businesses in their 20s or even much younger than that, right? So kudos to you guys. When I became an entrepreneur, I was in my late 20s, right? 28 to be exact. And right now, I'm still able to think of more things on I can improve myself, how I can open more businesses, and how I can level up my current businesses, all right? And that's how we should think about in life. Okay. All right, we still have 12 minutes together, but at this point, let me just promote again. LinkedIn Inspiration. Now that we can stream live and produce more contents like this here on LinkedIn, it took me a while before I got approved by LinkedIn. Okay, I have another LinkedIn show. Okay, and let me just tell you guys about it. Let me just get this straight. Okay. The title of that show, that other show here on LinkedIn, is Enlightened. Linked Enlightened there. Now, why do I call it Enlightened? So the 10th part there, the 10th syllable there is actually spelled with a TEN in all caps or emphasized, because that refers to 10 minutes of an interview with successful people in different fields. Okay. So it's like a Q&A. So I ask the guest and then he or she answers, all right? And then we talk about their life story, how they got to where they are, okay? And their tips for people who want to emulate them or follow in their footsteps. So that's Enlightened. So I'm also the host there, okay? So I have 2 shows here on LinkedIn. Once again, the Enlightened. So make sure that if we're not connected here on LinkedIn yet, make sure that you send your friend request or simply follow me, so that you'll know more about Enlighten. And of course, this LinkedIn Inspiration. I'm still worried about being called out for copyright issues regarding my use of LinkedIn Inspiration, because this could be a potential name for like a future product of LinkedIn. But well, let's see what happens. For now, I'm gonna borrow this. I'm gonna use this. Okay, LinkedIn Inspiration. Your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and excellence. So if you guys would allow me to also promote my business, okay, there you can see the ticker below me. So once again, I own MSS Business Solutions. It's a local Filipino HR services company. So we provide, we organize public seminars and webinars. All right, you can hire our trainers, our resident or partner or member trainer, speakers, and consultants through Thought Leaders Philippines for your internal or on-site training needs. Okay, so we are complete with both technical and non-technical, or hard skills and soft or essential skills, and behavioral and non-behavioral trainer, speakers, and consultants. Okay, also team building facilitators, and what else? And we also have products, okay, in partnership with our partner trainer, speakers, and consultants. So we have this profit sharing agreement when it comes to their merchandise, their shirts, their books, their ebooks, etc. So know more about us. All right, so if you would like to outsource your training, speaking, consulting, or coaching needs, just contact my team at info@mssbizsolutions.com. That's our address. Okay. Our landline number is 72555568. That's a global landline. Okay. And our mobile digits are, for smart, it's 0939217275. If it's globe, it's 094558855560, as you guys can see there. If you would like to know more about my company, MSS Business Solutions, just visit our address, our website at www.mss, that's Mama Sierra Sierra, biz, short for business, solutions, plural with s.com. All right. And we're also on Facebook. Okay. Just look up me, yours truly, Mentor Myron Santa Ana. And of course, my company, MSS Business Solutions. And check out as well my other businesses: Miracle Mayas, Gourmet to Yacht Flakes, and Protective Solutions, Santa Ana Woodworking. If you want me to work on your door, jamb, cabinet, and any other woodworks needs, okay, for your house. And we're also on LinkedIn. Okay, we have our own company page. We're also on Twitter, both. No, I think MSS doesn't have a Twitter account, just me. Okay, so my Twitter handle is at the Enter Trainer. The Enter Trainer is spelled with a D, like D for dog. Okay, not THE. But my Instagram account, my Instagram handle is at the THE Corporate Enter Trainer. And speaking about Enter Trainer, yeah, I know that from the start of this episode, I promised to explain to you what entertainment is all about, right? So this is my local branding as a professional trainer, speaker, and consultant here in the Philippines, right? So entertainment is a portmanteau of training and entertainment, right? Because it is our commitment, not only me, but my member, partner, or resident trainer, speakers, and consultant friends as well, right? We commit to putting you in a learning experience where okay, you are trained or taught, you learn the needed knowledge, skills, abilities, and attitudes that you need to possess to be successful at work or in your business. And at the same time, you're having so much fun as well. So you're being entertained in training or while being trained. So therefore, entertainment. And my aliases in the industry are the corporate enter trainer, because that's my style. I sing, I make people sing. I dance, I make people dance. I even act on stage or in the training room, stand-up comedy, and all that. That's why I'm the corporate enter trainer. And I'm also branded as the soft skills guru of the Philippines, not because I'm saying the best. All right, let me just correct your notion about the word guru. Guru doesn't mean you're the best, right? You're the most expert, the top, the number one, the premier, the leading. No, when you're a guru, you're a teacher. So I'm basically saying I'm a teacher, right? So I'm the soft skills guru of the Philippines because my pet topics, really, because of my past employment experience, right? I came from the BPO industry, would be soft skills. So I was a trainer through and through. The moment I got promoted, when I was still an employee, my first job was a trainer. And really my experience and expertise are in soft skills. So leadership and management, communication, both English language, intrapersonal, interpersonal. Then, of course, we have customer service and customer experience. And then train the trainer, okay? So everything you need about training, from the analysis to design to development to implementation to evaluation. And then I also specialize in work attitude and values enhancement. In fact, on December 11th, I would facilitate a face-to-face training program on Wave for a client based in Tamawan, Batangas. It's a province here in the Philippines. And what else? Yeah, everything about inspiration, motivation, excellence, just like what this show's subtitle says. Okay, linked to inspiration. Okay, so for the last 5 minutes of our time together, thank you so much for watching right now, for supporting the first or pilot episode of Linked to Inspiration by yours truly, Mentor Myron Santana. For the last 4 minutes now, okay, as I can see here, for the last 4 minutes, I just want to tell you guys, in life, we will never run out of problems. All right. Perhaps after this pandemic, there's still going to be another or new global threat. Okay. I'm not wishing, I'm not hoping. I'm just saying that we're never going to run out of problems. So the question is this, all right? Can we hide ourselves from problems? I don't think so, right? The world may be too big, but we cannot hide or run away from our problems. And does it help us in any way at all if we hide from or run away from our problems? No, no, right? So keep this in mind. Problems are bad, but even if unavoidably they come to you, just welcome them with open arms. Just face them head on and tell them, right? I'm ready for you. Bring it on, right? You're just a problem. I am me. You can't boss me around. I will boss you around. I'm not going to focus on you. I'm going to think quick and hard to find the solution so that I can get rid of you right away. All right. Maybe, yeah, Myron, it's easier said than done, right? Well, to make it not like that, to make it easy, all right, to do, okay? That's why you have to improve and strengthen your mental resolve, your grit, your determination. Everything starts here. Remember this, guys, that our behaviors, our actions, including our decisions, okay, merely follow our thoughts and our feelings. So if you want to experience the best decisions, right, and experience the right actions and behaviors, you have to correct and improve how you think, your mindset, your mentality, then follow it, or maybe at the same time, better yet, okay, you also have to correct and improve your attitude, your character, your heart. And once this and this are aligned and they're really very strong together, okay, no problem out there. All right, no problem cannot be solved. Okay, remember that, right? Then problem just becomes what? Easy peasy, chicken feed. Okay, all right. So I thank God, I thank the people around me, all right, for this opportunity to be able to stream live on LinkedIn. And thank you, LinkedIn, for finally approving my company's request. And I dare myself and I commit that I would always make use of this website to continue to make authentic impact, to continue to touch people's lives, to continue to inspire, motivate people towards excellence. And I'm always untiringly, right, unceasingly, right, gonna do that for you guys. Once again, this is Mentor Myron Santana. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys once again. Perhaps in the next episode, we already have a guest, right? I'll see you once again for episode number 2 of Linked to Inspiration, your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and excellence. Please, it's Friday today, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, it's Friday today, so happy Friday, and Philippines and the world. Enjoy the rest of your week and the coming weekend. Goodbye.